Hi, it's Ryan from Knights Around the Table, and this is a game called OTYS. What's OTYS, you ask? I have no idea. This is a really weird instance where I picked up a game knowing zero about it. Like, that often, almost never happens. I go to the game store, I'm like, oh, I've heard of that, or I've seen that on Board Game Geek or whatever. So I saw this one, I'm like, what is it? I looked at the back of the box, and it takes place in the future when oceans have engulfed the world and stuff is buried, and you have some sort of like diving rig, and you have a team of divers that have to dive down and get valuable salvage. Pretty neat concept, and I was actually working on a video game that had a very similar concept, except instead of water, it was earth that had buried everything, and anything of value had to be salvaged by digging. It's a concept near and dear to my heart, and I thought that these characters down here in this particular part of the game, and I don't know, something about that text there that said store with these ramshackle sort of cobbled together letters, presumably from other stores that they dove to retrieve. I mean, that looks like a neat place that I want to visit and spend some time in. So I thought, should I take a chance on this game? Admittedly, I did look at Board Game Geek and I looked at the score, and it wasn't terrible at the time. I don't know what it is now. I haven't checked lately, but I thought, yeah, why don't I take a shot on OTYS? So I'm going to unbox it for you, and we'll find out what's in the game. Get my knife. Increasingly, I find certain board game themes really difficult to hook other people. My friends aren't huge board gamers, most of them. It's really hard to get people interested in games that are about farming, which is probably 97% of Euro games that are out there. So maybe I thought this theme would interest people, and I could get people to play with me. All I want is people to play with me. Here we go. Box fartometer, be a 0. Instruction booklet right off the top. This looks, nicely laid out. Looks good to me. Lots of cardboard to punch out. As you know, I love punching out cardboard. It's one of my favorite things in the whole wide universe. There's that beautiful store board. I love it when they do this too. I love it when you have to dock cards on something and they have little cutouts in the shape of the rounded rectangles for the cards or the tiles. I love that when things puzzle piece together. It looks like they've got another inset cut right here where something snaps in or fits in. That just feels really, really good. Oh, look at this. Okay, I do quite like the artwork in this. Oh wow, look, and this is really nice too. I also really like when they have recessed boards where things, slot in and fit in. That feels really, really good. And these are player boards, I'm assuming, where they differ. The artwork is the same, but it looks like they have tinted the shark on top of the diving rig, different colors for each player board, which I assume would match some player tokens. We've got green, yellow, pink, and blue. Oh, green, yellow, pink, and blue. There they are. There's some player markers that match the sharks. Very nice. A little deck of cards with symbols that match some of the components that we've already seen. I like games with little cards. You know what? Ticket to Ride, I think the original game got a lot of flack because it used tiny little cards like this, and then future versions of Ticket to Ride had, big standard size cards, but I didn't mind holding the tiny little cards too much. I thought it was cute, make it easier to shuffle, and it really is great if you have kids playing with you because kids have a hard time fanning out and holding big full-size playing cards. So, I don't mind that. Delicious, delicious silica gel. I'm going to throw that on some corn on the cob later. Never eat silica gel. My lawyer forced me to say that. A nice little cloth drawstring baggie. Interesting though, I don't know what you put in there. Is it these cubes? You put these cubes in this baggie? Yeah, it looks pretty matched, I'm going to assume. Wow, really nice inset too. Inset. Oh, wow. I've never seen that before. Okay, so this is all done up to look like pipes and a sewer and water to fit with the game's theme. This hear that? That's Velcro. That's a first for me. So you got Velcro and you pop this little locker, storage locker open and store some components in here. I wonder if that's just for storage or if that has any gameplay ramifications, but that's a nice little touch, putting Velcro in so you can store stuff. So pretty. Oh yeah, I was just confused. I was like, where are the things that you actually slot into the player boards? If you've got that recess in the player boards, what do you actually put in there? And of course, it's whatever you punch out of these cardboard sheets. Well, let's take a quick, closer look at that. These, I presume, are all divers that you can hire or collect to do stuff and go down and get stuff for you. Resources, I guess, sort of like a, not quite steampunky, but like industrial looking kind of thing with pictures of diving bell helmets and things. Yeah, resource tokens, you know, you can only really guess if you haven't read the rules of the game. That's interesting too. The artwork is double-sided and it's different artwork on one side than the other. I can really see the artistry and effort that was put into these components. It's cute that the two designers, I mean, they're everywhere. They're on the back of the box. Here's the same artwork of one of the designers and the same guy on the back that says Hall of Fame. Yes, guys, we get it. You made a game, very good. There they are again on the back of the instructions booklet. And there they are again in the credits and acknowledge, hey, you know what? If I made a game and it looked this nice, I'd probably toot my own horn a little bit too. That's what's in the box. Never played it, don't know anything about it, never even watched a video, no nothing. I don't even know. So I'm gonna try to get this one to the table and play it, hopefully with some friends who hate farming, and we'll crack it out and see if it's any good, and then I'll report back and let you know what I think of OTYS. Did you just watch that whole thing? Oh, hey, to 100% this video, click the badge to subscribe, and then click the bell to get notifications when I've got new stuff.